I know this is going to sound wild, but I am starting to live in the slide 100% of the time. Hello, Transurfer, and welcome to TransurfingTV. I am Renee Garcia, and this is my video on slide duration, and I'm going to go into slides a little bit more deeply because lately I have really been utilizing the slide technique. It wasn't so much a part of my past transurfing practice. I know this sounds a little bit wild, but mine was more about like dropping importance and really just managing my reality. And lately I decided to go for some pretty big goals. So I started really utilizing the power of the slide. And I get asked lots and lots of questions. How long should I play the slide? And how many times do I have to say something that's in the slide? Or all these, very challenging questions that we have when doing something new and trying to understand exactly the way that we need to be doing it. I want to state that just like the plate, Vadim Zeland told me that everyone feels the plate differently. It's the same with the slide. There is no absolute right way to do it. There's no wrong way to do it. If you are seeing results, then you are doing it right. And if you're not seeing results, then maybe it is time to embellish your practice. So what have I been doing lately? Well, I would say that around the beginning of the year, when I decided that I was going to create and follow through for the entire year some pretty significant goals, that I was going to really play a very embellished, very intense slide, and I was going to do it consistently. So what happened in the beginning is I was on this path towards my goal, and I didn't really see any signs of confirmation coming from my reality yet. So I would start to get a little bit discouraged. And even though I continued to take steps in the direction of the goal, I wasn't really believing it or seeing it. I was just sort of on automatic, right? But automatic was enough until my mirror started to kick in and give me some confirmation. So as my mirror started to give me confirmation of what I was in fact doing, the action I was taking, the frequency I was resonating at, the thought quality that was in line with this ultimate goal, all that stuff, when my mirror started to respond to me in a positive way, I started to see the image, right? I'm like, oh wow, this is actually working, and I can see it now. So when you feel, it's kind of like going to the gym, right? So imagine, and I'm sure everyone's had this experience, imagine you get your gym membership and you go to the gym for 2 weeks and it's really painful because you're not seeing any results. And you continue to go because you bought the membership and you're committed, but you're dragging yourself, right? And then all of a sudden you see results. You see your abs start to show, or you see the scale go down in your weight, and you have this burst. You have this burst of confirmation from your reality that your efforts are in fact paying off. So it's the same with the slide technique. Just as when you see that confirmation of you going to the gym, you get that burst of energy, then that is what fuels you in either upping it a notch or continuing your efforts at the gym. It's the same with the slide. So if you are envisioning something, you're playing your slide, you're doing your plat activation, all that stuff, and all of a sudden you get some confirmation, something in your reality that agrees with that slide, then it is time to kick it into overdrive. So what happened for me, I started to see the confirmation, and then I decided to live in the slide a little bit more because I had information, evidence, and material to pull from my reality to support that that slide was in fact, or is in fact, coming to fruition. So something really remarkable and incredible and miraculous has happened, I would say, in the last month or so with all my different endeavors that I'm doing. I'm juggling 3 businesses. I am really skyrocketing transurfing. I mean, so many people are finding out about this knowledge, and TransurfingTV is kicking off, and the Facebook group's kicking off, and I've got tons of interviews booked, and all these things are starting to happen. And with this stuff, what I do is I hold on to that as deeply and intensely as I can. And I actually live, I know this is gonna sound wild, but I am starting to live in the slide 100% of the time, at least in my waking hours, because I have so much information, material, and evidence pouring in from my external reality that it's challenging for me to not be focused 100% of the time on this goal, or at least when I am in transurfing mode, in transurfing endeavor mode, as I should say. So the slide duration is increasing, and now when I wake up, I'm not waking up Renee that is doubting her endeavors and saying, oh, I have to play the slide for 20 to 30 minutes a day. I am now waking up as Renee, Vadim's, right-hand person, right-hand trainer that is getting the job done, that has gotten the job done, right? I'm actually seeing this thing with a stamp of completion, even though there's so much road ahead of me. I feel in this moment right now, because I am living in the slide nearly 100% of the time, of exactly what that end intention is. So people ask me, how long should I play the slide? Should I play the slide for 30 minutes at once? Should I play the slide for 5 minutes, 6 times a day? How should I do it exactly? And I would say both. If you can wake up in the morning and you have a full day ahead of you, checking off things on your to-do list that have to do with a certain endeavor and intention, play your slide your entire morning, then go about your day so you can focus on those tasks. But then also multiple times a day, check in with that slide. This is where plate activation comes in a big way, because you pull yourself from your outer screen and your inner screen. You stay in that center space of awareness. You activate your plate, play your slide, and simply ask yourself, are my intentions, is my thought quality, is my frequency, are my actions in line with my specific slide? This is like a thought marker, but it's bigger. It's way bigger than a thought marker. So the more you keep cycling back around to this place consistently in the morning, play the slide as long as you can, multiple times a day. Don't just say, hey, I need to play my slide 30 minutes a day and then I'm done. Oh, I did that, check that off. That is not going to be effective. You actually have to live this thing. You have to live it to the best of your ability, as intensely, with as much embellishment and senses being drawn to that slide, right? Hear you achieving your goal. Feel you achieving your goal. Smell you achieving your goal. All those things just really start to resonate, because remember, the more you resonate, the more you connect. So you got your lifelines, you're, floating around here, your intention is up here, and if you really, really immerse yourself You feel everything that this version of you feels in accomplishing that goal. You see everything this version of yourself sees in accomplishing that goal. All of those senses, that frequency, that thought quality, and then the action is easy. You simply act towards that version of you via that slide, and sure enough, it comes to life. So forget about the 20 to 30 minutes a day. Start living in it anytime you think about it. Anytime you enter that center place of awareness, I see myself, I see my reality, is my thought quality, my frequency, and my actions in line with that ultimate frame, that slide, that intention, that future version of myself, that higher version of myself, that higher purpose, whatever. And just keep returning to it over and over and over. And sure enough, it works. I am becoming this character that I have built following this stuff, and it is awesome. So with that, please like this video and comment below. I love Reality Transurfing to win some of these, possibly in my giveaway. Thanks so much for watching my video, everyone. Bye.